Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map which is truly nuanced. I could sit here for an hour talking about it. I'm going to try and cut it down to about 20 minutes if I can. It's a creator we have done 9 times in the past, but not since episode 663, so it's a bit of a return for them. Now, of those 9 maps, on no fewer than 6 occasions, I gave 13 or more stars. One of their maps, don't know if you remember Kerrisdale Bay. Everybody loves Kerrisdale Bay. I only gave that one 12 stars, only gave it 12 stars. So on 6 occasions, they've made maps that are, by my star counting, better than Kerrisdale Bay, which means today is going to be a true treat. That's right, enjoying treats is a really good way of supporting the channel, getting me seen by more people and help me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Sunset Falls Harbour Vanilla Map by Sidai. Hooray! Sidai is back! I cannot tell you how excited I was when I saw this suddenly pop up on the workshop. There's your start square, and I'd probably like a little bit more land before the river, but that'll do, fine. And then you have terrain heights that look like this. It's a valley, right, and mountains, and a we'll get there. Nuanced, okay? There's your there's your resources, very, very usable indeed, quite happy with those. And if you've got Sunset Harbour DLC, that's what your fishing looks like. There is actually a heap of tuna right in the corner bottom left that you can't quite see off of the map. So it's all in there. Off to the workshop, what do we need? Well, no DLC required today. It is a vanilla map. In fact, you don't need anything. There's a recommendation for Reaper's Real Temperate and Boreal theme and the Realistic LUT final from Reaper as well. And I would definitely say, yeah, go for both of those. As always, there's a little bit of reading, and if you've got the extra mods, then you can tweak your settings as well with relights and ultimate eye candy just to get that. And then we've got a whole heap of intersections which have been used liberally and well. Remember, this is a class map maker. Wow, I don't know where to start with this one. We'll do a little drive through as usual. We've got a nice little highway running along here. First intersection is right there, and we've got a little offshoot that'll take us off into the mountains. Now, the mountains aren't just a heap of rock on this map. We've got things going on in them. So while you look at that and you go, yeah, there's a lot of mountains. Yeah, there are a lot of mountains, but we will look at them later. Before we go any further, we have a little dam. We'll see this sort of dam pop up a few times, and we'll have a closer look at them a little bit later as well. So don't think we're going to skip over that too quickly. And then immediately after that, we have a perfect, basic, standard vanilla bridge. I'm going to say basic is not a bad thing. It's a perfect bridge, okay? It's just basic. It's a perfect basic bridge. But basic is fine. Basic is absolutely fine when it's perfect. Nice intersection there, swooping around, leading us up in towards the map. Now we'll follow this road up a bit. So yes, whoa, now Sidai. I mean, many people have asked me over the years, who's the best map maker? And I won't give a straight answer because it depends what you're looking for. It really does depend. But if you said to me, the best map maker on the workshop is Sidai, I would not argue against you because there's every reason to make that argument. There really is. They are nuanced. They've got a good potential start location there. Although I think if you got campus, that would be a great campus location right there. I like that, and I like this little intersection as well. But yes, they are really versatile in the work that they do. They're good at pretty much everything. In fact, they're good at everything. And honestly, if you said to me Sidai is the best map maker, then I would say yeah, okay. Intersection there looks really good. Start on both sides of the highway. Again, all these intersections, and they're all well thought out. The whole thing here, even though they are taken off of the workshop, they're being used correctly. Everything just feels like it should be. Then we're in the start square intersection, which is nice. Again, nice little trumpet one there. Clean and tidy. Heights on all the bridges are perfectly fine, even with streetlights clipping in. They're not clipping through, and I don't care about that. That's fine. And then we've got a really lovely roundabout down in the start square. And again, it looks big enough to be able to deal with anything you throw at it, to be honest with you. So good basic detail. Again, basic, but basic is good when it's perfect. Cannot moan about that. And there's your start square. Again, a bit close to the river, but I can live with that because you've got a lovely set of islands over here to build into. And of course, we've got an asset of the day as well. This is the Osaka Setback Office 5 NTT telephone exchange by Auchmial, or possibly Auchmial. I'm going Auchmial. A great little asset, this one. A few things to subscribe to prop it up, but it's definitely worth it. And factoids, because factoids. On today's date, the 27th of June in 1880, Helen Keller was born. She went on to graduate from university and write 10 novels, a remarkable feat for someone who was born both deaf and blind. Helen Keller, happy birthday. You would now be about 140 years old if you were still with us, and that would be a hell of a feat for anybody, deaf, blind, dumb, or map reviewer. Anyway, the Osaka Setback Office. This one was really difficult to fly around. I'm not quite sure whether the centre of the cam was offset there. I don't know, but it was really difficult for me. But it's a really lovely building. A great asset. And back to the map. The Osaka Setback Office by Auchmial there. Okay, highways. The highways do continue. And this is a map that's just... The highways just make all the sense. And they go where you want them to. And when they end, like here, they end in the way that makes it easy for you to build. I like the way you can branch out in either one of those two directions. If I've got a minor grumble with it, and a minor grumble, I could work with this one. I'm not quite sure where you go with that road there. I'd probably just angle it off and go parallel with the railway. But yeah, question marks. I'll show you this castle. There are a few castles dotted around on the map. Not really too much to say apart from it feels a little bit of a boring area. So that'll do. And it's a good standard castle. Rail. Now, yesterday we had a map with a lot of rail. 360 kilometres of rail, if you include the fact that it's double length rail lines. Today, we've got a map with a good chunk of rail. Only difference is yesterday's one was frivolous and a lot of fun. And I'm all for frivolous and a lot of fun. Probably should have been done today because Saturdays is usually the frivolous and fun day. But this one's got a lot of... well, fun rail because it's a game, but really usable, practical, sensible rail lines. I have very little to grumble about. In fact, with the whole map, there is very little to grumble about as the truck pulls up outside to deliver to the shop next door to me. Never mind, I'm going to keep talking anyway. I'm sorry for any rumbling you can hear in the background. So yes, we have got a little bit of underground rail here off at the edge of the map. Very neat and tidy there. I can't believe this. It's almost like they knew I was recording. Anyway, we come back down to the rail heading back into the map on the opposite side of the river now. Oh, it's the bin men. I take it back. It's not deliveries. It's the bin men. Excellent. Perfect timing, guys. I'm recording at silly o'clock in the morning and you still come along and do this. Elevated section here, which is great because look, you've got actually a buildable area there. So the fact that the rail is up in the air takes it right away from what you want to be building. And again, this map is so nuanced. There's things that I'm skipping by that I could talk about for 2 or 3 minutes at a time. And I'm having to skip over them just to show you as much of the map as is possible. Again, let's say cuttings here, nice tidy cuttings. This is opposite the start square, there or thereabouts. So if you want to build across the river, thank you guys, see you later. It's a bin day today. Somebody could have warned me. Anyway, it matches up to the opposite side, which is your start square, which is clean and clear. A little bit of catenary chaos right there. Whether you bothered by that or not is up to you. It's not game affecting, but I have to point these things out to be fair to everybody else. And then the rail emerges over here, and it's just smooth and clean and tidy. And there's plenty of stuff that I'm just skipping past. I know that I really want to show you. I should do a special on this map. I should do a special on this map. You may notice we have power lines running alongside the rail. That's because this map does provide power for you as well, so you can just get straight in. The power lines do go into the start square. And the rail, well, you think we're going to head off towards the edge of the map now, don't you? You go, oh, look, it goes off to the edge of the map there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But we're not quite done. We're going to turn around and come back, because we have a second line that nips across the highways there. Again, really tidily across this tidy bridge into the industrial area, the harbour area. And again, you want rail going into your harbour area, don't you? Go straight off the edge of the map as well, which means that you can just have your exports just going straight out there. Really very nice. A little bit of underground tunnelling there. Emerges over here by the ready prepared airport. And why wouldn't you have an airport right there? My goodness. Intermission.
I can't believe I'm plugging this, but my husband, this old gamer, has a YouTube channel where he builds cities or something. He thinks he's funny and different from other Cities Skylines channels, but what he needs to do is take out the trash. But in the meantime, check out this old gamer.
Okay, back to Sunset Falls Harbour, vanilla map by Sidai. And we have shipping. We have shipping, and again, of course, sensible routes. One that comes in here. There's no through shipping, so you won't have any of these ships just going everywhere all the time until you actually place your harbours. That one goes up through the main harbour area and under a particularly reasonably high bridge. Particularly is a bad choice of word there. A perfectly high bridge there. And then another one that goes up the river and stops where you'd expect it to stop. And speaking of rivers, here's your start square. So have we got water motion in that river? We've got good strong water motion in that river by the start square if you want that. But if you don't want that and you want to make use of the ready laid pipes and power, that's already there as well. So you're good to go. Good to go. I like this. Okay, it's a valley. And just great shapes of islands as well. So many things you can do, like loving the shapes of this harbour. Like this little start build area here is the intersection there is just really tidy, squeezes in and gives you just a bit of space to get started there. And we've got loads of everybody's favourite factory dotted around to indicate this is actually an industrial area if you want it to be. If you don't want it to be, just bulldoze them, get rid of them. That's what you should do. Yes, why wouldn't you have an airport right there? That's exactly the place for the airport. And we have, the essential lighthouse in red. And a bit of prop detailing down here as well, because we are down by the airport. Makes a bit of sense for that. And a matching essential lighthouse over this side, also in red, matching. Very nice. Don't know if it's intended, but it worked. And a couple of little beaches. If you want beaches on the map, we've even got a couple of perfectly lovely beaches going on there. They'll get a bit packed in the summer, as it's the only beaches on the map. Do like this outflow. Again, this is really good work, considering that these keys don't really match up at right angles, and that's about the best that anybody could do there. So all credit to Sidai for actually getting that quality out of it. The rivers up here lead up to a plateau, or more of a like a mountain valley. You can build a valley town up there. That is really good work as well. Just gives you a different area to build into. We've got a quarry which is fenced off as well for your own safety, your safety and everybody else. Again, nice little bits of detailing going on there without going overboard. Remember, 100% vanilla as well. Highways goes off the edge of the map there. Now, I want to show you these dams, okay? Because they're quite cleanly done, and there's a little thing in there that I've never seen before, and never seen before is a rare thing after nearly 1,000 shows. So we've got the dam going on, the wall going on there, but these pipes, we'll have a look at those in a second. Come over this side. There's your outflow. We've seen this done before. That's part of the dams themselves, the vanilla dams, and of course the steam asset. But those tunnels over here, they're pipes. I'm not exactly sure what vanilla asset those are from. Sidai, let me know. Where are these from? They look a bit like bus shelters, but I don't recognise them as being bus shelters. Maybe they are bus shelters. I'm not certain. Somebody needs to tell me what exactly they are because I'm scratching my head. Okay. Now, anyway, so that's the dam, and that's a really well done. Also, look at the rock detailing around that dam as well. Really loving that. Really, really loving that. But yes, so vanilla dams, clean and tidy. What more is going on with the map? Just loads of, I mean, how would you build in this? How would you build? Where would you start? I just don't know. Like you've got little niche areas down here, like this little loop around there. What would you build on there? Is that industrial? Is it residential? I don't know. And like the mountain wall in the middle there, just to break up your grid city. I like maps that force you to do something a little bit different from your standard big old grid city. Now over here, I did say about going up into the mountains, and just want to show you, we're going to go, tell you what, let's have a look at this dam before we go into the mountains. So this first dam that we saw, it's the same standard or same style of dam, but we have a little bit of a minor detailing issue on this side. These outlet pipes are a little bit elevated, yeah, it just needs dropping down. Again, does it break the map? No, it doesn't break the map. That'd be ridiculous. Okay, going up into the mountains now. We've got this road that goes up into the mountains. It's worth going to the mountains because there's a couple of little treats up there as well. Again, another one of these, again, identical, but I'm okay. Consistency is a good thing in a map. And that looks really clean and tidy as well. Good work there. Now, going via tunnel, you will emerge. It's over here somewhere. Where's this? There, it's over here. Right, you emerge. It's a long old tunnel through the mountains. And we've got some really interesting work going on over here. It's a break away from the dams that we've seen so far. That's a really lovely looking bridge going on there, and a really lovely looking dam here. Just again, just a little bit different from what we've seen before, and I like it. Good standard quality. I also really like the use of the observation tower. Now, very rarely see these already in place, but this is the perfect location because look, light pollution from the city. Look how far we are from the city. I'm absolutely in love with that. That is really superb work. And again, another one of those standard dams that I'm calling them standard. They're not standard, but they're standard on this map. What more have we got? There's so many things I haven't shown you. There is somewhere over here a footpath viewing point. I'm trying to find it again. So there's so much on this map, I can't remember where everything was. Is it up here? Footpath viewing point. Footpath view. I'm probably going to give up. If I can't find it in the next couple of seconds, I think we're going to give up. So yes. Oh, there it is. Just as I'm giving up. Footpath viewing zone. All right, look at this. Again, park life. You've got park life. Make a little feature of this. That would be absolutely amazing as well. It's simple, but it actually adds. The amount of times we've seen things like that added, and it detracts, but that really does add. Now, trees. My biggest grumble with this map is trees. Oh, look. Ooh, it's another castle. Again, perfect castle. What's going on with this? I'm distracted. Sorry, distracted. Don't know what that is, but I like it. Again, it's done really well. Whatever it is intended to be. Anyway, ooh, it's a castle, out of the way. Now, back to the trees. My big grumble with this map is the trees. We've basically got two sorts. We've got the giant redwood, and we've got the little bushy type tree there. And nothing in between, and no variation in colours either. And for me, I think the map could be a little bit more so if it was a little bit more like this area here, where I've added a few more of the vanilla trees just to add some variations in height and a little bit of variation in colour, even those hated vanilla green trees in there, just to add a bit of a change in the colour. I think a little bit of a mix of colours and heights would have brought a little bit more to the map. Not that the map is bad in any way, shape or form. I'm just looking to go to the next level at any point. Anyway, we're about there. What do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Be serious. Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month or the year? Only you can decide. Click the top right hand corner now. You can vote on the voting page with your YouTube login, Facebook, Gmail, blah 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 blah. Okay, what do I make of this map? It is freaking glorious. Okay, I do feel that a slight variation in the trees, the tree placement is excellent, but a slight variation in the trees could add a little bit more to the map, but that's the only thing. So I'm going to give it a really high 4 stars, really high. Detailing. Detailing is excellent, of course it's excellent, there's a lot of detailing. I would love to give the 5th star, and had it been just that dam with the floating tunnels or just the catenary chaos, it would have been, but because there's more than one thing, I have to drop it to 4 stars. I hate doing it, but it is 4 stars. Gameplay potential. Yeah, played this all day, several days, several times. If not one of the best maps of the year, one of the best maps of all time for gameplay potential. Absolutely superb. 5 stars, and I'd give 6 if it went as high as that on my scale. Gameplay 5 stars. Sunset Falls Harbour Vanilla Map by Sidai. Definitely on my shortlist for Map of the Year, and has to get the seal of approval as well. Wow, Sidai. Wow, wow, wow. So good to have you back. I'm missing the levels of nuance, and the planning that goes into these maps is outstanding. Right, okay, so we are there. If you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite. All you need to do is head over to the comments, use the word of the day in the comments, and that'll score yourself 100% population points. And next week I will ask how your population points are going. But don't let people know where you're getting your population points from, because that will spoil the fun of the game.